Now the next is Al-Razi. Al-Razi or Rhazes. Again, Al-Razi is the most prominent chemist of Muslim world. Besides chemistry, he contributed a lot in the field of medicine. He was a very well-known surgeon. And what is related with chemistry, he introduced opium as an anesthesia for the first time. What is opium? In local language, it is called afim. From opium, different drugs can be prepared, can be extracted, like heroin. Okay? So opium was first used as an anesthetic chemical compound by Mr. Al-Razi. And what else? His contribution. He was the first one to divide all the then known substances on the basis of their origin into two broad categories. Things, compounds obtained from living things, compounds, things obtained from non-living things. Later on, Berzelius, another chemist of modern age, he called compounds obtained from living things as organic in nature, and the compounds obtained from non-living things as inorganic in nature. So he was the first one to divide the substances on the basis of their source, on the basis of their origin, into two categories: living things and non-living thing compounds. Right? And most important thing, he was the first one to prepare alcohol by fermentation. What kind of alcohol? Ethyl alcohol. What is the formula of ethyl alcohol? C2H5OH. C2H5OH. This is called ethyl alcohol or ethanol. Alcohol actually is a series of different kinds of compounds like methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, propyl alcohol, butyl alcohol, pentyl alcohol, and so on. The one which is drinkable is ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH. So alcohol was first prepared by the process of fermentation. What is fermentation? It's a process in which bacteria converts something into another thing. Like they extracted sugarcane juice, and after the process of fermentation and some other processes, it can be converted into alcohol. So fermentation is related with the action of bacteria. Okay, now let's proceed further. You can see on the screen, this is opium crop, latex plant, and you can see the flower there, opium. Now the next is Ibn Sina or Avicenna. In our book, only a contribution is mentioned there. He was a very prominent writer, and he worked a lot on earth sciences, and plus chemistry, philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, etc. And you can say that he was the first or the father of early modern medicine. Now the next period is modern period. Modern period, it was started from 1600 AD, and since then it has produced number of new things. Number of prominent scientists are there, like Newton, like Rutherford, like Bohr, like J.J. Thomson, like Robert Boyle, Number of scientists are there. So the very first one you can see on the screen. Remember, whatever we are doing here, this is all in accordance with our syllabus. Okay. So Robert Boyle, he was the first prominent chemist of modern period. That is why he is called the father of modern chemistry. Who is the father of modern chemistry? Robert Boyle. Who is the father of alchemy? Jabir bin Hayyan. Who introduced experimental techniques for the first time? Jabir bin Hayyan or Jabir. So Robert Boyle insisted other scientists to consider chemistry as a systematic investigative study. Means chemistry should be done in a proper way. Robert Boyle is famous for his Boyle's law. What is Boyle's law? If we have a gas in a container like this, having this much space, if we increase the pressure, the space will decrease. I repeat, increasing the external pressure or increasing the pressure, the volume will decrease, the space will decrease. If you reduce the pressure, the volume will increase. Means volume and pressure are inversely proportional to each other. As you apply pressure force on a gas, it will be compressed. This is called Boyle's law. So Robert Boyle is called father of modern chemistry, insisted to study chemistry in a different way, and he gave Boyle's law. Berzelius, the contribution of Berzelius. Berzelius introduced a system of symbols. Like, as you can see on the screen, he used a circle for oxygen, circle with a dot for hydrogen, two semicircles for nitrogen, a circle, a black circle, carbon, and etc. Similarly, for water, he used a circle and a circle with dot. And ammonia, you can see on the screen, sulfur, you can see on the screen. So this way for representing elements or compounds with the help of symbols, with the help of formulas like this, was first introduced by Berzelius. Okay? Besides Berzelius, now this part of modern period is just for blanks. Like someone asked, what did Mr. Black did? He worked on carbon dioxide. Who discovered oxygen? Who discovered chlorine gas? Chlorine is a green colored gas. It's a colored gas. Who discovered chlorine gas? It's Schiller. Who gave the first theory for about the structure of atom? John Dalton. He was an English school teacher. Who introduced the symbols for elements and formulas for compound? Mr. Berzelius. Periodic table. The first proper periodic table was given by Mendeleev. And who discovered the process of radioactivity? What is radioactivity? It's a process, it's a natural process rather, in which certain elements radiate, gives off, emits what? Certain kind of radiations all the time. This process is called radioactivity. Okay, so uranium is one of the radioactive compound which was discovered by Curie. The process of radioactivity was discovered by Professor Henry Becquerel. So these are the blanks, MCQs. And who proposed modern atomic theories? Rutherford, Bohr, Sommerfeld.